As it is down at Geelong this morning, Billy Brownless is there for us. He's made a comeback, the comeback king, but he's with the king at the moment, Billy.
I am indeed, Tone. Thank you very much. And it's not Isaac Smith, it's Norm Smith. Don't worry about that. And well done, Isaac. The Norm Smith medalist, of course, and the oldest bloke to ever win a Norm Smith. What do you reckon about that?
Yeah, Bill, I don't know if that's a good stat or a bad stat. KB looked 90 when he won it, so I'm not sure how I came across on camera, but hopefully not that old.
And, mate, you're still going well. That's 4 flat. So here it is. That's the medal there. You've got another 3 at home.
Yeah, I should have brought him in.
No, you shouldn't. They were with Hawthorn. This is with the Mighty Cats. And there's the Normie there. How good is that? You got a couple of goals early, and you were on fire.
Yeah, mate, I think we were all on fire. I just heard the boys talking about Dangerfield centre bounce clearances and all the midfield. I thought our midfielders just out-hunted them, and yeah, I was fortunate enough to get on the end of a few and have a pretty good day.
I'll send it back to the boys. Go for it, boys.
Hey, Isaac, your decision to leave Hawthorn, it was the right decision because who knows, Clarko would have probably had you finished by now, and yet a few years on, you're a Norm Smith medalist and still dominating the game.
Yeah, it was a tough decision, Lloydie. A few sleepless nights, but yeah, as I sit right now, it seems like it was a pretty good decision. So, yeah, I've had nothing but a good time down at Geelong the last 2 years, and the community have embraced me and my family, and yeah, it's been a wonderful time. I even get to run into this old fella every now and then.
Down Paco Street. He loves it down Paco Street.
Hey, Isaac, I thought you were very keen to fill your boots late yesterday. There was one where Joel Selwood didn't give it to you. Could have been your 4th. And then there was another where Brad Close had it. You were streaming inside forward 50 and he kicked it to the tomahawk. I think you had your eye on 5 goals, not 3.
Well, I did say to Joel, come on, mate, that would have been my 4th and I would have knocked that over. So, yeah, I was feeling it yesterday. I was seeing it well. It was nice. Had the eye in, so, yeah, no, it was nice to share it around and see the boys kicking some snags. But, yeah, it felt good out there.
Isaac, genuine humility post-match in all the celebrations and the way the players spoke and addressed themselves in the rooms. Now that you've got the morning after to reflect upon what you did yesterday, how satisfying is it as a group to do what you did, defying the age component to the team and the doubters?
Yeah, well, I'm relatively new to this group, and there's obviously been a hell of a lot of hard work going over the last decade, and this group's certainly had their knockers, and with how the team's been set up, but the boys have just toiled away, and the football department's done an unbelievable job, and it's amazing how humble this group is, and I think it's led by Joel. Anyone that knows him knows how humble he is and how respectful he is of everyone in the community and the football world. So, yeah, I think you'll see that over the week, and I feel fortunate to be a part of it.
Hey, Isaac, can I just ask you, when the announcement was made by Nathan Buckley that you were the Norm Smith medalist, I must admit, I was confused because he said the Norm Smith medalist, no relation, and I'm trying to think of a player called Buckley. Did it take a while for it to sink in when you thought, oh, hang on, this might be me?
Yeah, to be honest, it was pretty surreal. You can't really hear much on the ground. I did hear my name get called out, though, which was lovely, but as we sit now, and even then, I felt a little bit silly, a little bit embarrassed and a little bit awkward with it, to be honest. These individual awards don't often come my way, and yeah, it felt a bit surreal.
Maxi Holmes, we've spoken about Isaac. How is he post-game, and how did you see the events of the week and the decision not to play him?
Yeah, it was post-game, it was probably better than I thought, to be honest. It's been a massive week for him, and the medical staff did an unbelievable job. They sold a bit of hope and that dream for him, and Max did an unbelievable job to nearly get to the finish line. I think it was pretty much a toss of the coin whether they played him or not, but probably the decision in the end was it was just too much of a risk. And for poor Maxi, that means he missed out. Hopefully he gets another chance in his career. But I guess looking at it as well, he's only 19, 20 years of age, and if he does a massive hemi at that age, in a big grand final, then who knows what that looks like for the rest of his career. So I'm sure there was those type of decisions going on as well.
Good point.
Yeah, good point.
Well done.
Good point.
Thanks, Bill.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to know what time you finish. What time you finish up, and where do we go? Went across to the club rooms and all family.
Oh, last night, yeah.
Last night, yeah.
Had a few mother's milks, Great Northern, so that was nice. And then I thought we were slowing up, and I got home and the fridge was empty, and my brother-in-laws were there, and there was a couple of bottles of Johnny Walker Blue, and they thought it was a good idea to cap them, and it turned into a pretty big night, to be honest. I only woke up about half an hour ago.
No, you look like it, to be honest.
No, it was a good night. It was a little bit different to when I was sort of 22, 23 years of age. It was a lot more low-key and mature, but I can't say I was sipping on Johnny Blues when I was 22.
No, exactly. Good work. Any more for Isaac, or we let him go?
No, I think we'll let him go. He's been outstanding. He was yesterday and he is again this morning. It's going to be a long day for him, but I'm sure he'll get through it and savour every moment, Bill. So thank him for us and wrap it up, William.
Good. Thank you, Isaac. Great to have you there. Here it is, the Norm Smith medal. There it is, the premiership number 4. Well done to you, mate. And enjoy the day with the fans very shortly.
Yeah, will do.
No, what's really concerning, TJ, is
what?
that how Isaac sounds better than Bill does.